Yes, only red.
But it is red. The change of color. Believers, we come to the museum. Effect, 3D effect as well. And that's why he suggested, and each change from the church canon had to be
हेलो दोस्तों, कैसे हैं आप सब। स्क्रीन पे जो आपको ये दरवाज़ा दिख रहा है, ये सेंट आइजक कैथीड्रल का दरवाज़ा है, जो कि रशिया का सबसे बड़ा चर्च था, जिसे 1818 से लेकर 1858 के बीच में बनाया गया था। आज इसे बने हुए तकरीबन 180 से 200 साल हो चुके हैं। और ये जो पीला गुंबद आपको दिखाई दे रहा है, ये इसके ऊपर सारा सोने का पानी चढ़ा हुआ है। 1930 से पहले ये एक चर्च था, यहाँ पे बिलीवर्स आते थे और प्रेयर करते थे। मगर 1930 के बाद ये इसको चर्च के लिए कैंसिल कर दिया सब ने, यहाँ की जो गवर्नमेंट थी, और इसे सिर्फ एक संग्रहालय बना दिया, एक देखने की जगह बना दी, म्यूज़ियम टाइप का बना दिया, जिसे अंदर जाने के लिए टिकट लगती है। तो चलिए हम अंदर चलते हैं, पहले टिकट लेते हैं, अंदर चलते हैं। और आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा सेंट पीटरबर्ग का सबसे बड़ा चर्च, जो पहले चर्च था, सेंट आइजक कैथेड्रल।
соборов мужчины снимают капюшоны и шапки. Это не важно, просто надо снять, да.
हीटर है, थैंक गॉड। ओहो ओहो, नहीं, अरे नहीं, आका टॉपी क्यों उतरवा रहे हैं? ये लड़के ने तो लगाई हुई है।
It's a Russian Orthodox tradition. Inside cathedrals, men walk without
But
head covered.
we can make a
Yes,
video. It's okay.
yes, you can take pictures and video. Объяснила. Let us go to the center.
ये कैथीड्रल है भाई, यहाँ पे मैंने टोपी पहनी हुई थी, इन्होंने टोपी उतरवा दी, मैंने कहा मैंने नहीं पहननी।
Пойдемте в середину. Let's go to the very center.
Okay.
Ребята, вы можете присоединиться к любой экскурсии и слушать по-русски.
Хорошо.
Да, а я им расскажу по-английски.
Да.
Ага. Да. So when she joins, we shall talk about it. Let's come to the very center.
Yes. Where?
Here,
Go.
where there is the circle. And from here you can take pictures of the cupola. come to the very center so that you will get, see, here is the very center. You will get the right view up there. It's a very famous view. His idea was to use lots and lots of semi-precious stones, granites, marbles. Green one is malachite, blue is lapis lazuli. Malachite is from Ural Mountains, lapis lazuli is from Turkey, this bright blue one, and the marble is Italian. Marble has been recently cleaned. I'm trying to find which are. I think they cleaned all the marble. Yes, I can't even show you anything that looks old because it changed color to be very light. I think they.
This one is old.
No. They're all new because when I saw it last time, I was here in the summer. They were all darker, so they did something. They treated it, and it looks very light and bright. The floor is also a combination of marbles and granites, and you can see because the quality of each stone is different. Hundreds of years, lots of people walk, and some are worn out and some are strong. That's why the floor is a little bit faulty. When they finished building the cathedral, idea was that every painting that is in the niche, there are paintings, and also in the main icon stand there were paintings, had to be changed into a mosaic. And they started this project when they finished the cathedral. And the idea was that it would take 100 years to change paintings into mosaics. But revolution of 1917 stopped the project. That's why the first row, the second row, and on the third row in the middle, the Last Supper,
Right.
they are mosaics.
Yeah.
Everything else are paintings.
बता दो कोई बात नहीं अभी चल रही है.
Last Supper हुआ था when Jesus Christ sat with the 13 of their disciples.
Okay.
Where he found that I think Judah will betray him.
Okay.
Just for the money.
And you see where Judah
The
is.
last-
He
yes,
is
I know.
the
Jesus
right
one,
one
the
in
right
white. Yes,
In
in
the
white.
white one
He looks at
Judah,
us.
Who betrayed? जिसने मुखबरी करी थी. The Roman Empire.
Original paintings that were there, two of them are shown there. You see, these were two, yes, original. They're not. We wouldn't call them paintings. We call them icons. Because icons, they're holy paintings.
Okay.
And we can come to the iconostasis and see the mosaic quality of work is amazing. It's totally unbelievable.
Yes.
The most complicated are two on both sides of the Holy Gate.
Whoa.
They give 3D effect. And the other mosaics are also perfect, but the background is gold, and it's much easier than background which is a real interior. We'll wait till he joins. I didn't ask your names. What is your name? Jay. I'm Allah. And your friend's name?
He's Ali.
Ali. Ali.
Yes.
Join us here. Take a look. You see the carpet on the steps. It
Yes.
gives a 3D effect, but it's all mosaic.
Right. Yes, you're right.
The sphere gives not only 3D but semi-transparent effect. The sphere that beholds the world, yes. And other icons, they're also very beautiful and each has a lot of meaning. For example, this one with white beard, he holds the draft of this cathedral in his hand.
This is looking 3D effect.
Yes, Saint Isaac the Dalmatian, which is patron of this church, this cathedral. This one is Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas is a European and American Santa Claus. It is the same saint, the same, yes. When on the iconostasis they put Saint Peter and Saint Paul, there is a rule. Saint Peter has to be in the right corner with the keys,
Right.
and Saint Paul has to be in the left corner with the Bible. So he is far there. This part is for believers.
Okay.
Yes, they go there to pray. We don't need to go there. We are not believers. We come to the museum.
Okay.
In this first row, they placed icons with a special meaning. These are patron saints of Tsars. We had over there Peter. Yes, we had 3 Tsars by the name Peter. Peter the Great was Peter the First, then Peter the Second, and Peter the Third. Both Peter the Second and Peter the Third were his grandsons. We had 2 Nicholases. We just saw with you the statue on the horse to Nicholas the First, and we spoke about the last Tsar who was killed, Nicholas the Second. So we had 2 Nicholases. And let's go to the other side. In the center, this is stained glass window. In Russian churches, stained glass window is not traditional at all. Because Montferrand was a French Catholic, in Catholicism they use stained glass in cathedrals, and that's why he suggested, and each change from the church canon had to be approved by the Tsar. And Tsar thought yes, it would be beautiful, and he permitted it. Also in the canon, you see here the Lord is dressed in red robe, but the cover, his veil, has to be blue. It's also a church canon. There he is just in the cover.
Yes, only red.
But it is red. The change of color had to be also confirmed by the Tsar, because it's also a step away from tradition. That's how serious it is. This beautiful stained glass window was done in Germany, Munich, because in Russia we have no workmanship. We don't know how to make it. So Germans know. Traditionally, to the right of the Holy Gate is the Lord, to the left of the Holy Gate is Virgin Mary. So here she is, Virgin Mary with baby Jesus. Again, you see red carpet like their blue carpet, and it's a 3D effect as well. Let us now look at this saint. This is Saint Alexander, and the person who was canonized was our big military leader. He was Prince Alexander Nevsky. He won here in this area in the 13th century against Germans and against Swedes. He is considered to be the savior of Russia, Alexander Nevsky. Because historians say that if Alexander hadn't won those 2 big victories, they would have entered the west of Russia and divided the country between Sweden and Germany, and Russia would have ceased to exist. But of course, it never happened because he was canonized after he died. He's Saint Alexander. But you can see he is in this military outfit.
Yes, military outfit.
And this military outfit is like Russian 13th century. That's why he looks very different from all the rest. The rest are just in general clothes, yes, and he's a military man. We had 3 Tsars by the name Alexander. Alexander the First, then son of Nicholas the First, Alexander the Second, and then his son Alexander the Third. So this is Saint Catherine.
Grandson.
We had 2 Catherines, ruled wife of Peter the Great, Catherine the First, and the most famous is Catherine the Great, who is Catherine the Second. That's why Saint Catherine is here. And here with the Bible is Saint Paul, and we had 1 Tsar by the name Paul. He was son of Catherine the Great. So there is a very particular choice of the saints, because they are all patrons of the ruling royalty. Это еще один билет. Если хотите, можно туда пойти. Там очень холодно, там просто вид на город. Я думаю, можно обойтись. Там будет ветрено очень. Да. Да. Let us come back to the center. Now this cathedral belongs to the state as a museum, and the state is giving to the church to use. The church
already given or they
to use only.
to use it?
To use. It does not belong to the church. Church all the time has prayers there.
Church that is direct from the Vatican Church or
Has nothing to do with Vatican, because they divided in medieval times,
right.
and the division between Catholicism and Russian Orthodoxy happened long time ago.
Time of Orthodox.
Yes, and Orthodox Church, the head of the Orthodox Church lives in Moscow, Patriarch,
Okay.
and this is Russian Orthodox Cathedral. But when it was built, because St. Petersburg was capital of Russia, not Moscow,
Okay.
Peter the Great moved the capital from Moscow to St. Petersburg. And this became main cathedral of the country. It was built to be the main cathedral of the country. In Soviet times, it was just a museum. And Putin permitted for the church to use it. And during big events, sometimes they have huge services here. Putin was at the service twice here. It can hold 14,000 people. Then the big doors are open. Кисточкой белки, кисточка вот так как веер, золотой небольшой вот такой маленький листик прилипает к кисточке, и он его переносит на металл. И там специальный клей внутри металла, и золото пристает к металлу, ну и потом остатки сметает кисточки и дальше снова используется. И вот это позолота. Это позолота, вот смотрите, если ее начинают трогать пальцем, видите, люди пальцем трогают, она облезает. Потому что она очень
Хорошо.
тонкая.
Порошков.
Нет, это листики. Листик вот такого размера один. Сусаль. И потом более 200 ступенек вниз. А лестница очень узкая и вот так вот. Голова будет кружиться. Ну что. Those are 2 stands that show the history of the place. If you want, we can come there, or if you don't want, we can leave. Your choice. Ну, не понимаю. What was
water
left?
leaking down
Yes,
and all
sir.
20 feet.
Yes, all the leakage, you see, so much was lost. So after the war, they practically had to repaint it according to the sketches,
Sketches.
because all the painters always leave sketches in the archives. Можно
встать
пройдем.
всем. Ради всех человек, подвала, сам, вот так, да,
Here are the big services that were held here. During Putin's time, everything changed because he and the patriarchs of Russia are rather close. And the most important patriarch was this gentleman. He was originally from St. Petersburg, Alexei II. He already died. He was very much loved. You know, like some popes are loved and some are not.
Yes.
This position is like position of Pope, the patriarch. So he was very much loved and respected. But the modern ones after him, they are not as much loved and respected. So he is like our main figure in the modern history of Russian Orthodoxy. So we can start going outside.
Right.
Выходим.